Here is the First Light Torq. It is a polymer flashlight by First Light. It runs on 2 AA's, and it has a unique sort of angle light design that you can grab it, kind of like a pistol, and you grab it and you push with your thumb on top of this huge button to activate the light. If you use your knuckle area, or your second bend of your digit, you press that rather than your thumb, you can then access these 2 accessory buttons right here. So if I hit the right one, it turns on these red LEDs. Now when it's on, push and hold, I can dim the LEDs and it'll cycle through like that. If I turn them off and push and hold the button, it'll cycle through all the different colors, green, blue, and back to red. As you can see, there's 4 reds that turn on, only 2 green, only 2 blue. And then once you let go, then you select the color you want. Push it again, it turns off. Now with the right or left side button, accessory button, that turns on constant on. This main push button overrides everything. That's full brightness at any given moment. So if I push this, it goes into constant on. Now you can see it's very dim. That's the lowest setting. If I push and hold, it'll cycle through low, medium, and high. Highs on the main button is a little bit brighter. Now another feature you can do is when you push the main light on and hit the accessory LED, it'll strobe. So you always have a strobe if you want. If you push and hold down this button, right, adjusting the constant on, you have to turn it on. But if it's on the off and you push and hold, it'll go into this blinking strobe thing where all the color LEDs and the white light all strobe in this weird sequence. And you can let go. And if you want to, see it strobing? If I push down the main light switch, it overrides it and goes full white, and then it goes back to the strobing. Now, one benefit to this is you can clasp your 2 hands together and have it work with a pistol. You can manipulate the gun while also having the light in your control. And go back. Another feature of the First Light Torq is that the head spins. It doesn't spin a full 360 degrees. This is as far as it'll turn. If I turn it the other way, it goes just as far in the opposite direction. It has a belt clip here, which you can clip into MOLLE or your belt and have the light face out. Because it's square body, you can actually tail stand the light. You can lay it flat and tilt the light to wherever you need it and lay the light flat. There's a spring clip here that holds the battery cover, and inside it's just 2 AA's, 2 alkaline AA's. Here is the predecessor to the Torq, the Tomahawk line. It's all aluminum CNC'd construction. There's a sort of like a webbing neoprene material. The grip is a little bit shorter. The finger loop can rotate, spin, but all it's holding is the head attached to the body. You can spin it all around all you want. There is a belt clip, but I don't have one. But this runs on 2 CR123 batteries. Now, same operation. There's this big, sort of a smiley face here. You push the mouth, and it turns on. If I push the left, I get constant on, and I can adjust. I adjust the brightness with the other button to cycle through, low, medium, high. And then if I go, that's constant, I can switch green, red, green, or the red then green, and then green and red combined. And then once I selected it, I can then constant on it over here. This one doesn't have the strobe function. There's some other ones that do. It does have the constant on, low, medium, or it goes low, high, medium, low, high, medium, low. Very similar setup. Brightness, it's about similar. I think on paper, I think this is supposed to be brighter since it's running 6 volts. This is only 3 volts. I like this one, feels more robust, but it does cost more. And it does feel narrower in the hand when I'm holding a pistol with it. So, minor differences. I prefer pistol mounted lights over these. I use these more as EDC lights. I don't really use this anymore. It's been sort of just sitting on my shelf. This one I use a lot more now, even though it's bigger and bulkier. I like the fact that it's just 2 AA's. I use it a lot in my truck. And it's kind of handy. And it clips to the belt. Another added bonus to the Torq and these angle lights like the Tomahawk, if I had the belt clip, it would go in my pocket just like that too. I could use this as a pocket clip, but it's not really that effective. But it works. Anyways, going back to the Torq, you can leave it in your pocket, you can turn on the light, spin the head out, and use it sort of to guide where you want to go as you're walking in the dark. And then when you need it, it just comes out and into your hand. It's pretty handy. It is bulkier than most of my EDC lights that I carry in my pocket, but the added feature is you can use this with a firearm. There are some other flashlights you could use, like this is made by Theorem. It works on Surefire flashlights, their tail caps. This is a PK flashlight, but it works very similar to a Surefire. One thing I like with the Theorem is that it has this finger loop. So you could use a flashlight as designed, right? So you're grabbing it kind of like stabbing something, and you use your thumb to activate the light. But one benefit is you flip it over, my hand's completely free, and you push on this little nub, and that pushes the tail switch into your knuckle. So I can activate the light that way. So compared to the Tomahawk, I can actually, the only thing that's holding the flashlight is now my finger, and my whole hand's free to actually get a proper grip. Now it's a little awkward because my index finger's in the way, but I guess I could wrap it. No, I have to do it like that. So I do this, push the flashlight into my knuckle, and I can activate the flashlight that way. I get a little bit better grip on my firearm than I do with the Tomahawk, because the Tomahawk has to lay basically on its side against the pistol, and I have to negotiate where my fingertips bump into each other. I can wrap sort of like that, but then this is pushing against my finger. It's not the most ergonomic of grips on a firearm. I much prefer having a pistol mounted light and getting a full normal 2-handed grip on my firearm for better control and better accuracy.